Yo, it's really good. You already know who this is. Northside Outlaw to the grave, you dig? Want to send a shout out to my bro, my whole UK fam, man, and all you roach ass DJs, MCs, man, that's trying to hate on this real shit. Take a seat, man, or get sat down, you dig what I'm saying? About that online, Texas UK Connect gang. Holla.
Yeah, you see my artwork in the back, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, I already was admiring it on some of the live stuff that you was doing. I was checking out one of your lives the other day, and you showed some of the artwork and stuff on there. You showed that one, and I think another one underneath it. And
yeah. And I got one over there too.
You know, so this is what it is, man. You got a lot of the great stuff out there. Even the Joker, you kind of put me onto that Joker stuff from early. You know, so you already know.
So I mean, you took it to the next level, man. What you did, I tell you, man. When I seen that video that you did, man, by incorporating, you actually, my thoughts actually transferred into what you did. I always said there needs to be a black Joker, because the Joker that represents in the cartoon is really a reality of how we really are and what we've really dealt with.
Facts, exactly, facts.
You know, especially on this last Joker, that was actually me in real life. The only thing I didn't do is pop off, but that was really me in real life. The one that the last Joker,
the last one, yeah,
the last one, and the one before that. Rest in peace to the brother that did that. But yeah, man, when you did it, I couldn't do nothing but smile, man. It was a good look, bro. I was so happy for you, man.
Nah, I appreciate that, because like I said, I mean, and that it just shows you how the spirit work and even the connectivity, because I've always and will continue to, you know, always see you as like a big brother, as an uncle. I know we like brothers and stuff as well, but I look at you as you know, even just your experiences and the tutelage that you've passed down to me in the time that I've known you, formally and informally. So when I see you speak on the Joker movie before, this was before I had the chance to peep it myself, and you're somebody whose, you know, opinion I respect highly. So I seen you speak about it slightly, about the narrative, and that made me, you know, really check it out. And when I checked it out, I kind of got into the psyche and the, you know, the feeling behind it. The main reason I really did the video, because at the time I needed to do something artistically to kind of show people I'm still an artist, because I was doing so much of, you know, business stuff and that as well. And it was like, it was the perfect blend, because I could do something that was like fun and playful, artistic, but still get behind the message like you say. So even just you say that to me right now. Oh, hold up, man. Let me shut this down.
It's all good, man. I got
this machine here running some streams and stuff, man.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. You're the definition of hustle. You're the definition of an independent, a true independent creator and renaissance artists, and what you've done within the last 2 years, even prior to that, but more so these last 2 years, you have really pushed the line of creativity. You know, motherfuckers already know they can't fuck with you on the mic, but you took it to the next level by incorporating creativity and doing it across the board. You know what I'm saying? You speaking what I talk a universal message.
Yeah,
it ain't just about you know, one side. You're incorporating people from all walks of life, and it's beautiful, man. This is what I'm trying to get the people to understand. That's the way you need to be moving.
Yeah, and it's like I said, I you know, I appreciate that first and foremost, and I've always followed under the work that I've seen you do in the leadership from, you know, that you've been carrying out and you work out there, and so, you know, even for me to hear that, it's definitely a blessing, because that's when I see you make certain moves, that gives me motivation to make moves as well at the same time, because I'm out here in the UK, and it's like, you know, even us reconnecting now, it was something I was like, you know, we gotta connect. I didn't have no script or no format of saying what we're gonna chop it up and speak on, but it's like one of the first interviews I did a couple of years ago was with yourself, and it was, you know, I did that when I relaunched, you know, some of the new interview sides of things, and we could go back years even before that to 2014, 15 and all
Yeah,
that, the stuff
yeah,
that we was corresponding with, going backwards and forwards. So it's like the link between us, that's always going to be strong like that. And
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
now with the time that we're at in the world, where I feel as though, just like you mentioned, like the Renaissance or even just artistry and creativity, we're seeing a lot of censorship. We're seeing a lot of things coming down on people. You're somebody who's well, educated, and you've warned people on many different levels and things over the time.
Yeah,
And now we're seeing a lot of things come to the forefront. How are you
yeah.
feeling about just with everything we're seeing now, just with with the vaccination stuff, with the COVID, with the lockdown? We're about to go into 2021, a new year. So just get your little thoughts on some of that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I've already received flack from my last interview. The interviewer asked me about my thoughts on the vaccine, and I said, fuck that vaccine.
Yeah.
Now, I'm speaking for that because I know the history of these vaccines when it comes to our people. So I'm speaking from that vein. Also, I don't like how it's being promoted. I mean, me personally, I think it was a rush job, putting a band-aid on a broke arm type
Yeah.
message. Now, to each his own. If it's going to help, fine, but I'm not doing it. I ain't never. Let me tell you something. I ain't took no vaccine, and I'm definitely not taking no COVID-19 vaccine. I'm going to heal myself naturally. If it gets to a point where I need it, then that's something different. But you know, um, I'm not feeling no vaccine, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
and I have my reasons of that, and I've been fine ever since. And I would think that the government would have our best interests, but the history shows that they don't have our best interests. And we could talk about the Tuskegee Airmen, all the stuff. I mean, that's just one
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
many concerning our people that we've had to deal with. So, I mean, I still stand on that, man. Fuck that vaccine. You
Yeah.
know, um, it's just like putting a band-aid on a damn broken arm. So,
Yeah.
um, to answer your question, brother, I've been teaching on the Matrix for almost 5 years.
Facts.
And now, today in 2020, which is now actually technically 2021, we are seeing the makings of what I taught 5 years ago.
Yep.
We are intertwined with the Matrix. And it really means how far have you got into the Matrix? So the Matrix, man, is activated. So you determine how you maneuver in or out of the Matrix. And this is stuff I've been talking about, man. But
Yeah. Yeah.
if you ain't, the popular man on the block, then they don't like promoting you. And as we see today, especially in the rap game, all the folks who are really not living like that, like how they rap, they get all the footage, all the accolades, which I don't have a problem with that, but I see the game that they're playing, which is still a part of the Matrix.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
think to just to kind of pick up on that, yeah, you're right, because I think what we see is, especially in this time, one thing I found very interesting. You made a great point about how there's such a huge promotional campaign for these
yeah,
vaccines. Even here in the UK, almost every commercial or every advert, it's not just telling you about the vaccine, but they're letting you know. They have to slip little bits in there, like to say, "Oh, it's so safe. You don't need to worry about it."
yeah,
Just there's all this extra stuff, and especially if you understand like marketing and that, you can pick it out and you'd be like, this is
quick.
like a promotional campaign. But
Hmm.
what's interesting, like you just touched on with the music and the artists and stuff, because I feel as though that's what they want people to be, tuned into a lot of that stuff, as opposed to really paying attention to what's going on around them and being conscious to what's, just existing in the world
Yeah,
around them. If everybody just focused on all this foolishness, and that's one thing I've always loved and respected about you. Like you said, going back years, you as an artist from Texas, and Texas definitely got its share of dope MCs and stuff too, but you've always put yourself apart to not be in the category of just like it's just a lean sipper or just one
right.
type of category. You've always been mashing hard to show it's about the mind and developing
right.
stuff.
Yeah, that's true, and I'm still like that. I've been this way for a long time, even before the military.
You're a Scorpio, Scorpio, right? So that ain't gonna change to me.
So that has a lot to do with it too. But more so, man, we live in a society where it's cool. As I said before, it's cool to be stupid. It's cool to be as ignorant, as funky, as dumb as possible so we can promote you. We'll promote you, but we won't promote the people who are saying something to elevate the mind and the consciousness of other people. Like now, when we just tried to get on Instagram, me and you hadn't talked in I don't know how long. Why are they still running interference on our interviews?
Yep.
But you can let these fruity rappers get all the footage.
I put something on YouTube the other day about 10 minutes. It was taken down. I put something on Facebook. They censor it. They take it down. And I actually did a podcast on it because I said, what's interesting is these people. They always say, you should pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You should go out there and work hard. And when you do it.
Man, it's look, it's all a game, man. If you don't understand the game and understand how to play it to benefit you without compromising your own belief, and I sometimes I had to sit back and laugh, and I was like, you know what? On one hand, these people know I'm telling the truth. Even the ones that censor me, they know I'm telling the truth. But no, we want to promote this.
No.
So it is what it is, man. But those of us that do know the truth, it's our responsibility to stand on truth, no matter what.
Yeah.
I live and die by this. After I'm gone, you're gonna remember my words and what I spoke and what I stood on and what I lived in the streets.
Right on.
I don't even put up half of the stuff I do. The stuff I do put up is to inspire others. I don't need no fucking clout. I do it because I'm genuine and want to inspire others to get on their damn job, as we see now. I see some of these guys, these rappers that like staying quiet on my page. Now all of a sudden, now you want to feed the homeless. Well, nigga, you been should have done that. But it worked.
Yeah, I hear you, and that's it. You've always had that passion and that spirit, and that ain't gonna change. Even you just touching on music, one thing, in the space of time that we've spoken, you've done a huge amount of work with Outer Entertainment. You're not only just stepping up as an artist, as you're like a producer or a VP over there. You're working with video shoots, models, all sorts of stuff. So I have to say, even yourself, you've elevated and developed. You ain't just and if you one of the rawest I heard on the mic still, and but you blessed you had Spice's album, you blessed that, you made a lot of those songs, big numbers on World Star and stuff. I'm only saying all this because I'm still waiting to hear the How's Enough America, man. You got us waiting too long.
You know what, man? I should have been put that out. I think that's probably going to come out just unexpectedly. You know how those a lot of these MCs just putting out, just records, just catching people off guard.
Yeah.
That's probably when that's going to happen, man. Because I'm sitting on catalogs of music I should have been put out.
You've been doing new stuff and all that stuff in the meantime, and I know even the person you are, it's not to say the most important thing that you're sitting, you're working and you're doing a whole bunch of other stuff. You've been working on the movie business and stuff too. Speak a little bit, speak a bit about the movies.
Yeah, so more recently, we're doing a prequel to the Undine Immortals. The prequel, again, is directed by Sarah Lewis, J. Lewis. A lot of people been, that saw the clips from Undine Immortal. They waiting on that to come. But you have to understand, man, when you independent, if you don't have the right, if you ain't backed by a major budget, it's gonna take a little bit more time to come out. But please be clear, when it does come out,
you're gonna love it.
It's gonna shock people, man. I mean, right now we got loyal fans who are just waiting. They just like on the edge of their seat. So what we're gonna do, instead of um, focusing just on the Undine Immortals, we're gonna give them a short film leading up to the Undine Immortals, and from that we'll be able to gain funds and gain notoriety from that. Also, since we're talking about film, I was blessed this year to be named Best Documentary of 2020 from the LA and the New York Film Festival for the documentary film directed by Phil, the editor, Phil Sexton of PTSD. I haven't released it, but the film industry has already saw it, and we were awarded 2 gold awards for that film. I'll send you the link so you can check it out.
Yeah, no, definitely, and congratulations on getting the award and stuff. I know you don't necessarily do stuff for the awards, but it's great to be celebrated, and that's you deserve your flowers and stuff while you're here as well too. So
So yeah. I mean, that's.
I want to see the movie definitely, and even the documentary stuff. I've been seeing the behind the scenes footage you've been posting on your social media from some of the film stuff, and I'm like, I ain't just saying it. The acting looks strong, the set looks strong, everything looks the production looks great. So I know a lot of people are waiting, especially in the UK. There's a lot of fans out here that are waiting to see it. You got a whole bunch of fans out here that they paying attention. That
man, I probably have to make the UK my new home, man. Believe it or not, I got more fans. I hate saying fans. I say family. But I understand what you're talking about. I have more fans and support in the UK than I have anywhere else. Believe it or not.
Okay.
I'm from the South, but I get more love on the West Coast and the East Coast and the Midwest. That's kind of odd, but it is what it is, man. I'm just blessed to be able to feed the people. And speaking to Sarah Lewis, the director, that's her calling.
Okay.
Hey, I'm on an interview right now, a live interview. I'll call you right back. Yeah, that's her right now. Okay. See, the phone never stops, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm just blessed, man, to be able to feed the people, not only in entertainment, but in reality.
Yeah.
People see me doing a lot of stuff, but when they meet me, they like, damn, man, this nigga really about this life. You goddamn right I'm about this life.
Yeah.
But I'm humble enough, and I don't allow ego to cause me not to meet the people where they're at. I don't care if they on the streets or got money. I'm around millionaires, beautiful women all the time, but I stay me.
Well, you stay real and you stay consistent, and to touch on that, even this year, like because you've done a hell of a lot of stuff this year,
Yes, sir.
And some of it you've done, big things. And you've still connected and stayed, loyal and down with the streets. You've stayed down with Hussein Fatal's family. You went and paid, your respects and stuff. What was that like to really go back out there and connect with the family and stuff?
Man, that was a beautiful thing. As you know, you of all people should know that was my whole goal from the beginning. It wasn't just to, pay homage to Hussein Fatal just on Fatal Friday. No. There was a plan behind the plan. My plan has always been to unite the movement. It always been like that. Whether they wanted whether their egos wanted to allow it or not, I've always been about that. So going back to Hussein Fatal, shout out to Kristen Parkers, who's my partner with Spark the Brain. We were able to come together and we talked, and I told her, look, y'all probably seen her go out there first. Well, whether I'm in Jersey or not, I got people working. Let's just put it that way. So we were blessed on the second round. I reached out to Kristen, and in turn, she reached out to me, and the girls wanted to meet up. And I want to say this too. Right now, they don't trust too many people, and they have every right to be like that because it was things that were said to them that didn't come into fruition. A lot of people promised them things,
Yeah.
and they end up not following through with them. You know, and I'm not going to call any names, but
They ain't stand on their word.
didn't stand on their word. So this last trip, I said, no, we need to go out there and make sure that their needs are met. And we took a portion of the money that was raised through Spark the Brain, and we blessed them both of them with a blessing. What do you need? Boom. We got one of his daughters wanted to pursue schooling. So guess what? We started the funding to start her in school. She wants to live out her dreams, because if Hussein Fatal was here right now, he would want us to be doing that.
Right on. Yeah.
One of the oldest daughter, she has some things that she's trying to do. So Spark the Brain, our organization, is not only walking the walk and talking the talk. We're doing both. You understand what I'm saying? So it was a beautiful thing, man. As you can see, I mean, you even look at the pictures, they all smiling, they happy.
Of course, yeah. It was great to see, man.
That was the whole point. So ultimately, let me say this too. Ultimately, my goal is to bring the whole entire family together, because you got this family member against this family member, you got this side against the other side, and it's just so much, man, that's going on. And I'm trying to bring everybody together like I was originally trying to do from the get-go. But I'm happy for the girls, man. They know anytime they need something, they can reach out to Spark the Brain, and we gonna make it happen. And that's a beautiful thing. I actually tried to reach out to Gaddafi's daughters. I'm not sure if they got the word, but we're not just doing this for Hussein Fatal's children. We want to reach out to all our fallen comrades' children.
Yeah.
And let them know that, look, we still support you, and we love you, and we want to continue on the legacy.
You know, that's beautiful and it's dope. And even you just mentioning it, I could see it really expanding into something wider, as a wider initiative and project. Recently we lost another legend, Bushwick Bill, and his daughters and his kids have stepped up, and they've been taking care of some of his social media and stuff. And there's so many different people and families out there, and they've got next generations who could do with that support, or just that love to know that people still got them at the same time. And speaking of legends, we just passed Shabba-Doo. We passed, I want to say, peace and R.I.P. to Ozone, Shabba-Doo. So much this year. Houdini, Ecstasy, Chadwick, another one. The Black Panther man. And that's another one that you the Black Panther as well in a different light, bro.
Man, I don't know if you see all my trinkets and whatnot. I got Black Panther stuff all up here. Then also on my altar over here. So yeah, that's my thing, bro.
That's been your thing, man. So
I wanted to mention something real quick, if I can, since we're talking about the families. Not just with Hussein Fatal family. Spark the Brain has been blessed to tie in with the Shakur family and members that are surrounded around Pac as well. So it's not just about one-sided family. Our goal is trying to bring everybody who wants, keyword, who wants to unite, and that's what our goal is. And I'm just blessed, man, to be in a blessed position to do that. But I do understand there are those who don't want to unite. So what am I to do? Keep moving forward. Keep doing what I believe if Pac was here, he would want done. Beyond just fucking rapping. Excuse my language. Beyond just rapping. What work are you doing? What are you doing to carry on his mission? You say you love Pac, but where's the work? What are you doing to carry on his mission? Beyond some goddamn rap.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and those are the questions, man. And I mean, at the end of the day, the work gonna show and prove, and that's why brothers like yourself, the work that you do, you're gonna continue to show and prove, whether they want to, acknowledge, and other people want to show a certain amount of light on it and say, here's what you're doing, because the stuff that you've done and that you've achieved, who you've worked with, who you've supported, even the Dick Gregory's, so many different people in different capacities. You should be people should be, and I mean, you've still had your fair share in the media and stuff as well, but you know what I mean? It's not, they don't be holding you up like they should and saying, you know what, what's this brother doing? As you said, they'll rather promote a lot of the goofy stuff. And I get it kind of the same, even with myself, because, some of the people I've been fortunate to even meet with and work, it's been a big thing. But in the UK, and a lot of people, they'll act like it ain't nothing, because they'd rather celebrate somebody who's trying to promote foolishness at the same time.
yeah.
So I think it's powerful that we're still able to connect even with what we're doing now. Going forward into 2021, now, I don't want to say what messages would you have for people, or do you have any advice for people? Because you've been known to even foresee a lot of stuff, even if it's just a little game or a little pointers that you might want people to reaffirm themselves and just be up on going into this new year.
The scripture, for those who are scripture taught us, let this mind be in you. I want you to hear this scripture because I'm quoting it. It says, let this mind be in you, which is also in Christ Jesus. Now let's just stop right there. Christ Jesus was not his name. Christ is a position. Now, going back to what I said, let this mind be in you. So what mind was Christ operating out of?
Talk to him.
So if I was to, go ahead, say it again.
Yeah, I'll say talk to him.
So let's stop talking about Christ and Muhammad, peace be upon him, Buddha, and start living the examples that they left.
Exactly.
Stop hating on one another. If Buddha, Moses, Musa, Jesus, Isa, Abraham, Buddha, whatever the case is, if they was in this room right now, standing around listening to this interview, it'd be no beefing. They all had the same agenda. They just went about it different ways.
Yeah.
So if it's anything that I want to drive, a point that I want to drive home with the people for 2021, contribute whatever you can contribute to better humanity. It may not be what somebody else is doing, but do your part to contribute to the betterment of humanity. And what I mean by that, like I was talking about earlier with you have taken your mission about that online, about that and the cosmic, you have lived that cosmic life. The cosmic life is nothing else but a universal movement.
Yeah.
Cosmic. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I'm with you.
If we can't walk in a room, no matter with what we've dealt with, or whatever the case, if we can't walk in a room and speak a universal message, then we need work.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you got to go and get a robe or put a dot on you, whatever. Speak a universal message and respect those, agree to disagree, but ultimately do something to help humanity. That's it. Do something, do your part to help humanity. So that'll be my message for 2021.
Yeah, no, that's real. And that was a powerful one. And with that being said, we want to salute you for continuing to do your part. We know that's nothing that ain't gonna stop. For the real ones, it don't stop till the casket drop, man. And
already,
yeah, there's so much more I know we could dive into, but I think we definitely got to reconnect at another time soon and go through go through something a bit more in depth as well. So it's been a pleasure and a blessing as usual. We're on different time zones, so where we're at in the UK right now, we literally got say like an hour left before we go into the countdown or whatever for the new year. So it's even kind of ill that we still can connect with this technology. And I know you got a few extra hours before you go into the countdown and stuff like that. But I read something earlier today, and it said something along the lines of like your new year will be determined by what you bring into it, you know, going forward. So, you know, with us, what we're doing right now, we're bringing forward that energy with what we're doing. And, you know, I want to put that out there to the people listening and stuff as well. Be conscious of what you're bringing forward in the new year, and keep your mind open and know that it might come to a time where you're going to have to look at certain people for leadership. And to me, I think then it's going to show and prove those who have got something to say, and those who know what they're talking about, and those who are worthy of those positions. So I want you to continue doing the work that you're doing, and, you know, we're going to stay cosmically aligned. That ain't going to change. And
yes, sir.
You already know
all your work. Thank you for all your work too, man. We can't close out with me thanking you for all the work that you've done, man, and what you have done to expand about that online. You have done a lot of work. Everything that I'm doing, man, you're doing the same thing and some across the board. And I really wish we had more people like yourself with a heart and a consistency like you, man. So I really appreciate you. I may not be able to click on everything, but I'm watching. Trust me, I'm watching.
Man.
And I'm very blessed that God allowed us to cross paths, man. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Salute.
Yeah, salute, man. We've been cosmically aligned, and with that being said, hopefully next year things clear up with traveling and stuff, because we gotta connect, and you know, and that's when we really gonna blow things up. When we together in the physical. You know, like Pac said, they fear me in the physical form. When we together, that the forces and those powers together, you already know, forget about it. So it's something I look forward to coming out there. Hopefully, you know, meeting the family and stuff out there myself. Meeting you out there in Texas, we got a lot of stuff to do. So
you're always welcome here, man.
You already know, family. So with that being said, you know, stay up, man. And we're gonna connect.
All right, man. Salute. About that online all day. You already know what it is. Fonzie Neutron, you heard?
Salute, man. Northside, my brother.
Northside.